Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Friday, June 7th, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to backtrack just a little bit to remind you that we had a long-term buy signal in early May, about a month ago, above the 808.68 descending flag at the top of a move, at the top of an all-time high that set up this 1216.49 a channel top as a 2 to 3 month target. We realized it within a month, and here we are. And there's really nothing else to say beyond the fact that while we closed above this structure clearly on Wednesday, Thursday we put out a new high and closed below the structure and negative on the day. But it was so close to this formation that I'm reluctant to call this a sign of impending weakness. Although that may be the case, this is a significant, capitulation point. We are at all-time highs. This is about the only structure, if you will, that we find in the immediate vicinity. It does have trend-defining qualities. If we can close, this is the weekly chart, by the way, above not only 1210.27 today, but once again on that daily chart above 1216.49. Unless we can do that, this market is going to invite aggressive selling. That could be just merely long liquidation. It also could be funds pouncing on the short side below 1216.49. And so this is the day itself to the downside. Given the fact that we are below the 1216.49 formation by a hair, the path of least resistance, I'm going to say right now, is downside for the day itself. 1183.20 is Thursday's low, and that is the low of the high. So that has, pivot point qualities in and of itself. There is a stair-step quality to continued signs of weakness right now. But I will say that closing today, let's just say lower on the day. Forget the possibility of breaking 1183.20 today, which we may not do. But if we merely close lower on the day, below the 1210.45 low that was put out on Thursday, that would clearly be obviously still then, I'm assuming, below the weekly chart version of the 1210.27 formation, 1216.49 on the daily chart. So over here to the far right, merely closing lower on the day or below this area should invite selling pressures that I would expect to yield the 1078.86 to 1099.53 area. I would call this, realistically, given the presently heightened volatility, a 3 to 5 day objective. If we close merely lower on the day, let's say below 1210.27. Now, of course, on the way down, sorry about that, on the way down, we do have price points that you can follow. 1183.20, an intraday support level, meaning I'm not comfortable anticipating that it can contain session weakness. I don't think it really can, but I think we can get a decent bounce here and rally back to 1216.49 on an intraday basis. Breaking 1183.20 does clearly indicate 1145.46 today, and that can contain session weakness. For the day. This is, after all, a 1.5, 2 week rising channel bottom. From here, we could round back up to 1216.49 Monday, Tuesday of next week. But if we close down in this vicinity, even if we don't violate 1145.46, when you combine the fact that we've been testing this long-term channel top late this week, mid to late this week, closing below 1183.20. Even if we don't close below 1145.46, I think that all points to a 3 to 5 day sell signal down to the 1078.86 to 1099.53 region. So really, what am I saying? I'm going to say it one more time, that if we close today below 1210.27, that's also below 1216.49. 1210.27 is the weekly chart version of this. If we close below that area, I think you should, if you got long recently, again, say above the 1216.49 formation, which did occur on Wednesday, if you're still long, my suggestion is to exit that long position. If your time frame is anywhere from 3 to 5 days, even out to 3 to 5 weeks. So if we close below 1210.27 today, my suggestion is to not be positioned at all, and you could consider playing the short side of the market, because I think over the next 3 to 5 days we can fall to 1078.86 to 1099.53. But keep in mind, if you're looking at just the weekly chart, we've pushed through this formation this week, but if we can't close above it today on the weekly chart, if we cannot close above 1210.27 today, last day of the week, the settlement price for the weekly bar, then this market is susceptible to falling back to what I consider to be meaningful trend support at 910.63 over the next 1 to 2 months. That would become clearly indicated if we were over the next 3 to 5 days or the next week or two to settle below 1078.86. Now, we don't know whether that's going to happen or not. And so if you're kind of a 1 to 2 week swing trader, this is a solid area to go long in anticipation of upward retracement back to the 1216.49 formation. And inside of this area, we have 1145.46, well suited for day traders. I want to say 3 to 5 day swing traders maybe, but no, I'm just going to call 1145.46 a solid day trade level for those day traders who are looking for a place to either cover a short position or perhaps go long. If we test 1145.46, by midday, we can round back up, rally by the closing bell to 1216.49. And once again, if we can close today above 1216.49, which would also, of course, be above the 1210.27 channel top, then yes, this is probably a 1 month move to 1547.50. On the way up, I just want to remind you that we have a steeply rising channel top that we're not going to see today, but we could within 3 to 5 days of closing today above 1216.49. 1331.94, well suited to contain daily buying pressures if tested. Now, we still have this 1% zone, and it is still a valid level. So for those of you who are wanting to go long with a settlement above 1216.49, you may await a settlement also above 1228.65. They're 1% of each other, basically. And so I think that is a valid approach. I don't have a problem with just going long above 1216.49. We did satisfy this requirement on Wednesday's close, and we didn't really get any. We gapped above that area. We put out a high early in the day, and we came falling back to close just below this structure. So we're at a capitulation point right now, and I am not prepared to say what side of the market we're likely to move over the next month or two. Will it be 1546.05? Or will it be bearish retracement back to 910.63? Either one of those will probably occur today. If we close today below 1210.27, I will begin pointing to this lower area as a possible 1 to 2 month target that becomes clarified following a settlement below this channel bottom at 1078.86. And of course, inversely, if we can close above a 1216.49, yes, by a 1% margin of 1228.65, then just the opposite. Meaningful vertical gains expected to 1546.05 by the end of July or sooner. Is there anything else for me to say? I don't think so. Please click like, share, subscribe, check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 5-day free trial. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Monday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great weekend.